blood sugars back in control. So when we control our blood sugars, what do you think we're controlling? Tell me how you feel when you eat a bowl of cereal. How do you feel an hour later? After you're asleep probably an hour after you eat your...
Yeah, I just end up craving more.
Yes, okay, you crave more. But what happens is your insulin spikes in your body to cover that sugar load that enters your body. This is the most unscientific explanation. But your blood sugars spike to cover it. Do you know what that leads to? Abdominal obesity all the time. Sit at a mall and watch everybody walk by, and you can see where everyone's carrying their fat. And that's because of our American diet is so processed, easy sugars for our body to break down. So when our blood sugar spikes, when it goes up, this causes us to have depression, anxiety. It causes chronic fatigue, aches and pains in your bodies. It causes all the cancers are linked to constant blood sugars spiking and dropping. So after they drop, they'll spike, and then they'll drop really low. And that's when you feel that lethargic, headachy, shaky feeling. But when you balance your blood sugars out, you're going to balance your mood out. You're going to balance how you feel. You'll recover faster. Your muscles will recover faster. Everything, you will sleep better. You will wake up feeling better. You just genuinely feel better all over. Tell me how you've been feeling, because I know you've been doing this.
I feel stable. I feel like I can, I perform at 100% every time I come into war. Throughout the day, I never get tired, except when it's time for me to sleep. And even when I'm about to go to sleep, I still don't feel tired, but the second I can concentrate, I close my eyes and I'm out.
You're out.
The next thing I know, I'm up when the sun's up, and I'm fine.
That's a beautiful thing.
I don't have to rely on a alarm clock. I just wake up.
Dustin says that. I still don't have that in my life.
And I don't know if it's just because, I don't know. I have no clue why that is, but I just feel better when I wake up. Feel like I can take on any challenge throughout the day. I don't know. It's just
It's a combination of working out, which produces like these positive endorphins. Like Dustin even said you were ornery this morning, so you went running. And
Right.
how do you feel now?
Feel way better.
So much better. So throw in some healthy, balanced food that produces positive hormones, good hormones in your body, and you genuinely feel better. Everything that is wrong with all of our health problems can all be linked, I genuinely believe, back to diet and our blood sugar, the rise of our blood sugars. It can all be linked back to that, everything. So that's why these two diets are so great, because they're a balance. Back in the day, like when I used to have a snack, I would think like a fruit and maybe some low-fat pretzels or something. And now we want a balance of everything. So in every meal or snack, tell me the main things that we want in every meal or snack. We want our carbs, okay? Our carbs. Carbs should make up the biggest part of our plate, our carbs. And then what else do we want? Our protein, good. And there's one more.
All good fat.
Fat, excellent.
With the good stuff.
Yeah, good. Okay, so let's break these down. So every meal or snack that I eat should include all of these. That will help me balance my blood sugars. If I just eat a banana because a banana is healthy, I'm not balancing my blood sugars. I might as well eat a candy bar. It's the same thing. It hits my bloodstream the same way. It causes my insulin to spike. But if I have a banana with some beef jerky and a handful of olives or nuts, then my blood sugars are going to stay the same. If I even eat 3 Oreos with a protein and a little bit of fat, my blood sugars are going to be more balanced than if I just ate a banana. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So when we're, do you guys remember our plate thing?
Peace sign?
Yeah, but I did draw it wrong that one time. Okay, so this is what our plate should look like. It should be more like this. So this is my carbs, and this is my fat, and this is my protein. That's what every plate you eat or snack should look like. And we talked about it in here. You take the palm of your hand, and that's how big your meat should be, your serving of meat.
Just your palm?
Uh-huh. And that's a problem that we have, is we
Yeah.
eat a lot of meat. We can overeat meat.
I've been just using the diet as license to eat a lot of beef.
Mhm.
It's like I'm just
And-
really craving it.
And when I think you're cutting out other things, meat and nuts seem to be the best food that eating this way, like the most tastiest sometimes. So we have to really be careful not to overeat. And there's apps. I bought an app on my phone and I put everything that I eat in it. And it's amazing how much calories I'm getting from meat and fat. Then more than I need, when you break it down. So that's if you want to lose weight, to really pay attention to that stuff. Okay, so this should be the size of your meat. So if I'm eating like soup with hamburger in it, you don't really know how much you're eating. Just think to yourself, how much meat was really in there? Would it fill the palm of my hand? Okay? Then you cup your hand, and that's how much fat you should have. Not like a big, huge thing, but it's like a little handful of olives, nuts, or half of an avocado. That's how much. And then everything else you eat should be carbs. So let's talk about our carbs. Tell me some good carb choices. Do you guys know what carbs are? Tell me what carbs are first. What are they for in our body? What's the purpose of them?
No, I don't know then.
Energy. They're fuel.
But
Yes.
out of the carb and the protein, one burns quicker than the other, isn't it?
Say that again.
In terms of fueling your body, isn't there one that's like fuels the body more slowly over more time than others?
Different foods, yes. Yes. And like fat, you get energy from fats for sure. So that would be a slow burn. Where like bread is an instant, hit your bloodstream instant. If it's whole wheat bread, then it's a slower response on your blood sugars, which is why they say whole wheat stuff is better for you. Like a slice of Wonder white bread hit your bloodstream like so fast. If you had diabetes and you were dropping, you could eat that and your blood sugars would come up instantly,
So white bread and stuff like that is basically just acts as sugar when it's breaking down in your body.
It's so processed. The more processed a food is, the more man has processed it and touched it, the worse it is for your body. And we would all be better off to just eliminate those foods 80% of the time from our diet. 80% of the time. So, does that answer?
It does, yeah, because I know when people talk about carbs, runners always talk about carbs and then they go and eat pasta, which I don't understand because I haven't eaten pasta for so long now.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So you can get some really bad carbs that give you the energy.
So let's talk about the good carbs that we want to eat in here. So tell me some good carbs.
Green vegetables.
Okay, awesome.
Is lettuce considered a carb?
Isn't that just considered water?
Yeah, like iceberg lettuce is pretty much just water. It's like a free food. If you had like a big salad of green leafy lettuces, then I would count that as a vegetable. But here's the difference. An apple, a small apple, like the size of a tennis ball, is a lot of carbs. And you could get all of your carbs in one meal from just one apple, or you'd have to eat like 6 cups of spinach to get the same amount of carbs. So veggies have a lot less carbs than fruit does, and than grains. So you guys have to be smart enough to balance it out. And where like if you're having stomach problems, you're not eating enough of the green leafy stuff, the veggies, the fruits, and you need more water. That's what you need, water. I bet if you drank more water, it could solve that. I don't know about the cramping, though.
Okay.
But like the constipation and stuff like that, it's water and just more fiber, and there's no fiber in meat.
Yeah, good. I've been eating a lot of, just because they're out, I've been eating cherries and
Oh, awesome.
raspberries and watermelon.
Awesome, yes. So if you want to lose weight, you need to limit your fruits to like 2 fruit servings a day.
Oh, really? So,
Yes.
so like on the watermelon, it'd be 2 slices.
Yeah.
I bet I didn't have.
Raspberries, I say eat all those you want because they're actually so low in sugar.
What about
Berries
cherries?
are really low in sugar. Cherries are going to be at the opposite
They're
end.
gonna be high.
Pretty high in sugar.
Okay.
But they're seasonal. I say enjoy them and make sure you're not eating other stuff while you're eating those. Like
Okay.
if you're eating that much fruit, you don't need your grains because you're getting plenty of carbs.
Okay,
from that.
I'm not eating enough carbohydrates. What about canned stuff? Canned vegetables?
Perfectly fine.
Okay.
Perfectly fine. So let's list some more carbs. All veggies are carbs, okay? All of them. But you
What is-
just have to eat a ton to get your energy from them.
Where does corn fall in there?
I would say corn is a grain. I wouldn't even count
Okay.
it as a vegetable.
Okay.
You know what a really good carb is for after a hard workout?